The key to fluent English that most students don't use. If you speak with a lot of pause, but you want to speak fluently and naturally like a native speaker, the secret is learn to think in English. Many English students say, "It's too difficult. I don't know enough English words. I need to think in my native language and translate." However, thinking in your native language and translating results in sentences that don't sound natural in English because the sentence structure is often different in English and your native language. In addition, it takes too much time to think and translate when you're in a conversation, leading to pauses, hesitations, and the inability to speak fast and fluently. So, here is how you can learn to think in English from the beginner level to advanced. Level 1 is thinking in individual English words. For example, when you wake up in the morning, think of words like bed, toothbrush, bathroom, eat, banana, coffee, clothes, and shoes. Then, when you go to work, think of words like car, job, company, desk, computer, paper, pencil, colleague, and boss. During the day, continue to think of the individual English words for everything you see, hear, and do. Try this exercise right now. Look around you and think of all the English words you can. I'd imagine you can think of at least 10 words. Level 2 is thinking in complete English sentences. On this level, you think in complete phrases and sentences during the day. When you're eating lunch, think, "I'm eating a sandwich. My friend is drinking soda. This restaurant is very good." When you're watching TV, think, "That actress is beautiful. The journalist has black hair. He's talking about politics." It's okay if the sentences are very simple. The most important part is to practice and develop the habit of thinking in complete sentences. Level 3 is functional English. On this level, you imagine having to use English for everything that you need to do. After every time you speak in your native language, think of how you would say that in English. For example, how would you buy a train ticket or order a drink in an English-speaking country? "A round-trip ticket to Central Station, please. Could I have a lemonade with no sugar?" This helps develop your English for real-life situations, even though you are only thinking and not speaking. If during this exercise you don't know how to say something, check your dictionary later. If you do this kind of mental practice regularly, you will develop the ability to use English in any everyday situation. Level 4 is narrative English, telling a story or speaking for a long time in English. It's best to do this exercise when you have some time, like when you're waiting in line or taking public transportation. Think of a memory or story that you would like to tell an English-speaking friend. Then, tell the story in your head in English. Because you are only thinking, not speaking, you can relax and do your best without all the pressure of a real conversation. I hope you can see that you don't need to be super advanced to learn to think in English. You can start today. Try one of the 4 levels this week: thinking in individual words, complete sentences, functional English, or narrative English. Thinking in English is the biggest tip for increasing your fluency because it makes you more confident and helps you speak more easily without hesitation. The next lesson is about correcting your English errors. You'll learn 5 of the most common English errors, and I'll explain how to fix them.
This is the VOA Special English Education Report. Did you make a New Year's resolution? Some of you shared your goals at the VOA Learning English page on Facebook. And no surprise, many of you said at least one of your goals for 2012 is to speak English better. Daniel Kwan even went so far as to declare, "I'm definitely going to try to study English at least an hour a day." Jose Antonio Velarde says, "My first resolution is to speak English as fluently as my Spanish." And Tuti Riel says, "My New Year's resolution is to be able to speak English and Mandarin fluently and be a better person." Juwita Zulmi says she wants to improve her English and get a scholarship to study overseas. Another goal for 2012, a new boyfriend. Durley Johanna Barreto has these 2 resolutions: to speak English fluently and to get a job. Hsian Kim also has 2 goals: to lose weight and improve speaking English. And Katie Cecalina has these resolutions: don't eat meat, I'll take it easy, then to learn Spanish or Italian and find my real love. The last ones will be the most difficult, she thinks. Rafa Mintz's main goal is finishing high school and getting into a university. Lola Wesquito Octobrata says, "I am going to get married and finish my undergraduate study with good results." And Uma Sharif is ready for the next step this year, a master's degree. Handri Permana has this resolution: be more meaningful before my time's up on earth. And Handri has this advice for others: have fun seriously in life. DNL Pajirian has fun playing the video game Defense of the Agents, or DOTA. DNL says, "My New Year's resolution is I want to spend more time on my studying than playing Dota." Refki Aditya's resolution is to not be lazy about studying anymore. And Noor Chinifa says, "I want to be the best in my national examinations, to be a braver girl, and to take a scholarship abroad." Shara Radinka offered this comment: "My resolutions are to pass vocational school, get a scholarship, and visit Singapore and Malaysia." And Sita Adyuda is thinking of Australia in 2012. "I wish I could have a career abroad in my dreamland of Oz. And let's see, as I'm an optimist, I'm going to make it real this year. Ha ha ha." For VOA Special English, I'm Carolyn Persuti. Go to voaspecialenglish.com to read, listen, and learn English with our programs and activities. You can also find live lessons at the VOA Learning English page on Facebook.
This is the VOA Special English Education Report. About 18,000 refugees from Burma have come to the United States each year since 2007. Some have settled in Howard County, Maryland, between Baltimore and Washington. A local school began teaching English to the children of the refugees. But while the children learned the language, their parents did not. Currently, almost 50 Burmese youngsters attend Bulman Bridge Elementary School. Laurel Conran teaches English to speakers of other languages. One of her students is Tane Jiang. Another student is Tane's mother, Thien Yang. The teacher practices English with the mother at the mother's workplace. Many Burmese refugees work at Coastal Sunbelt Produce. The company supplies fruits and vegetables to restaurants and other businesses. Laurel Conran started English classes there to help refugees from the country also known as Myanmar. The program is a 6-week session held every Wednesday from 12 to 1 o'clock. Each week, Ms. Conran goes to Coastal Sunbelt. As the Burmese workers eat lunch, they also practice their new language skills. They sit with an English-speaking volunteer in small groups. Lisa Chertok is a manager at the company and also has a child at Bulman Bridge. She helped Ms. Conran develop the lessons. When the Burmese employees got here, they were very, very shy. Now, I find that they are more responsive as employees. They're more communicative. And as parents, they are also more involved in their children's school. Jonathan Davis is the principal of Bulman Bridge Elementary School. He says, "I really see it as the beginning of a great partnership between a business and a school. And we've just begun to scratch the surface with how that could benefit, really, the greater community." Mr. Davis hopes the lessons will help Burmese parents feel better about communicating with the school. Even as simple as making a phone call to say that their son or daughter is sick, even if that's the amount of English that they have gotten from the program, that truly will help us. For their work, Laurel Conran and Lisa Chertok received a Community Builders Award from Howard County. Ms. Conran says, "As a community, we want to work together collaboratively because when everybody works together, it's a win-win situation." And that's the VOA Special English Education Report. We have a video about the program at voaspecialenglish.com. For VOA Special English, I'm Alex Villarreal.